From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium, state-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting. It's the Houston Texans and the LA Chargers.
Ka'imi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Ka'imi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And off we go from SoFi. Has this at the 6. Good work so far. He's got room. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35.
34-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Ray. Crowd right. Ready.
Herbert throwing right away. Dumped off to his running back. Short gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. As he's out shy of that time on the tackle.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
380.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Good momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Kappa. 21. Excellent.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Catch made. He's out in the clear. Racing down the left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 6-0 lead right away. So that right there, Brock, exactly what you want to start off a contest.
Opening drives are such tone setters. You come out flat as a group, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, but here, they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7, Texans nothing.
The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. Return coming from the 6. Team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Don't worry.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 29-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 19.
Stroud from the pistol. They'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun now for Stroud. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
First carry here for the rookie from UNC. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
It's Hampton on 2nd. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Taken down by full run show Fatukasi.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third and 4 coming up now.
380. Good. 380. Good.
Herbert from the gun. This is hauled in by Harris. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. That one goes for 25 yards. And it brings up an LA first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
First and 10. Here's Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Herbert. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Set. Go.
To the air on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Trey Harris. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Cameron Dicker out for the Chargers now to attempt this field goal. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. This kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they come away with some points on that series.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
The Chargers just about ready. There they go, sending it away. Here's Tremon Smith with the return. This makes it up to the 25.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Texans to the line. First and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Pass caught by Tank Dell. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
On the quick, right?
That's incomplete left side.
I can promise you that is a throw, and it's a quarterback when it leaves your hands. You do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB can cut off and take the other way.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Here he is on third and short. This connects with Schultz. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down.
First down.
It's a pickup of 11. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Throwing again, it's Stroud. The right side, no one has it. And he's brought down at the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Here's Stroud again. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And give him the 47-yard line, Brock, as he's nestled up right near that first down marker.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Again, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on third down there with the sack.
C.J. Stroud sacked.
And they will have to boot it away in a little bit. We've arrived at the end of our first quarter. It's a 10-0 ball game. We're back to SoFi right after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking at a punt, though, facing fourth down. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Set.
Play action now for Herbert. That one's cut along the left sideline. Play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end.
A gain of 15
The end result
yards.
there, 15 yards and a
The
first.
Chargers
It sure
first
seemed
down.
like he knew exactly where he was
First
going
and
with
10
that
at
right
the
off the snap.
35-yard line.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Ready.
Hampton on the pitch. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Back to Hampton. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Pick up a 5 on that play, and the Chargers will have a first.
First down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Ball carrier.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary?
No gain on the play.
That's it.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Set. Capital. Go.
Again, it's Hampton. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Anderson on the tackle.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Set.
3rd and long for him here. Into the hands of Gadsden. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That's how you pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Gets this one to Gadsden. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
2nd and 3 now. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers make it a 16-point ball game. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You've got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns. And that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Smith on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Here we go. 18.
They'll begin with a run by Mixon. These drives quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
All right. 19 Texans. 18. That's it.
They send the tight end in motion. From the gun, Stroud. Connects on the crosser. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Texans first down.
Man in motion here. First down throw by Stroud. Connects downfield. On target to Dell. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
All right. 18. That's it.
Stroud throwing here on first. This one's out to Miller, left side. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
The Chargers' 32-yard line.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Pass is cut at the 9. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans chop some of the lead off before the half. Nico Collins with the touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans cut the lead down to 10.
Texans 7. Ka'imi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Hits him on the in route. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Chargers.
1st and 10, Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. Their work doubly as difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20. Herbert from the gun. Hits him downfield. This is Harris. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Every offense I've ever seen from Pop Warner to the NFL's got this play in the playbook, but every offense isn't capable of executing it because it takes a quarterback and a receiver on the same page, and that page, it was textbook.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
Line. Go. Set.
Herbert to throw once more. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. Herbert slides to a stop with enough on that play to move those chains. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. It's an LA touchdown. The Chargers will add to their lead at the end of the half. That gives him a marked distinction for this season. He's now up to 40 touchdown passes this year, and it's part of one of the more impressive campaigns that we've seen from an NFL QB. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers take a 3-possession lead.
24, Texans 7.
The Chargers just about ready. And there they go, sending it away. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Smith on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
All right.
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. And with the clock just about to strike 0, we get a timeout. 1 second to go in our half. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
On the quick, right? Swap. Another swap. No.
1st and 10, on to Mixon. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
On the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
They motion Dell over left. Stroud from the pistol. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Is that QB and tight ends? They got that ball out in a hurry.
Second down now, they need 7.
Here we go. 18. What's up?
They've got a man in motion. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
All right. 18. What's up?
Throwing on third down, Stroud. Into the hands of Dell. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
What's that? 18. What's that?
Stroud to throw on first down. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Stroud to throw again on second. Rolling into enemy territory. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. We got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. They work doubly as difficult now after that holding call. It's second and 20.
Here we go. 19 seconds. 19. What's that?
He sent a man in motion. Throwing again. It's Stroud. Gets it quickly to Nolan. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. It's not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12.
Red. Here we go. 18. What's that?
Here's Stroud again. Schultz with the catch. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down. A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this.
18. What's that? Lift the hot.
Stroud going to go for it. This one's caught. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. The Texans set to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Here's Hampton to open the drive. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
The cool thing about a drive starting a run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if we can get you a new set of downs.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Hampton gets it out of his own lead. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Out of the gun, here's Hampton. Quite the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Set. Hey, Kappa. Hey, go Lion. Go, hey, go.
To the air this time, Herbert. He's got Hampton underneath. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on the defense.
Draw play here, Hampton. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he stopped at the spot he made the catch. So give him, looks like the 27 on that completion. That's 16 on the pickup. And it brings up an LA first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
380. Let's go.
Herbert. Throwing the out route complete. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers push their lead further to start the half. Brad McConkey with a touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Chargers make it a 24-point ball game. The Chargers just about ready. And there they go, sending it away. Here's Smith on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Smith on the return. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Texans to the line. First and 10.
Nike Texans. Hey, Tony.
To the air, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. So we're through 3 here. It's the Texans with the football and a chance to do a little window dressing here in the 4th.
Let the hot. All right. 18.
Pressure comes. Stroud. Falls to the ground out left. Incomplete. Unable to find Jalen Noel with that one. And now they face second and long.
It's now second
Well, he already
down
has himself
and
one
10.
interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, can sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
He's throwing deep to the left side. They connect on the deep shot. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe.
To number 3.
A pickup there of 39. And it sets up a Houston first.
And the Texans first down.
Red. On the quick, right? 18. What's up?
Stroud off of play action. Buying some time right. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
18. What's up? Omaha.
Again, Stroud. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third down, they need 7.
Here we go. Hey, stop. Swap. Another swap.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Caught, this is Knowles. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
18. What's up?
Shotgun now for Stroud. It's his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Third down, Mixon gets it. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. It's only 2 on the pickup, and it's an interesting call for them now on fourth down. You're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth.
Oh, 18. What's up?
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Short pass brought in. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
From the gun, Stroud. That one connects. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
I'll say this, Kate, this quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone.
On the quick, right? 18. What's up?
Stroud off the play fake. Headed out right. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Texans putting up points in a game decided. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Stroud and the Texans looking to tack on 2 more.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a 2-score game here late. All right, partner, it is a small step on a long road back, but a necessary one. The touchdown and that conversion drop us back down to a 2-score game.
So you're saying there's a chance, Kate, just a little bit of a chance. Maybe they got to do it again, and again, and again. But all I know, time may not be on their side, but they did gain just a little bit of momentum.
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's real.
Blitz is there, and he goes down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Play clock getting close to 0. We get a timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
This is our last chance.
So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22. Going right side, Harris with it. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. We've got whistles and a timeout call by the defense. 2:07 left to play.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Campo.
Hampton gets the handoff. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch it behind the line. This goes for a loss. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Chargers getting closer to their 13th win of the season. So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. And this punt lands in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Where's the hot? Lay. Open. 18. What's that?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. On the right side, Noel has it. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line.
At the 27-yard line.
manageable. He's throwing. Throw right side. Dell has it. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. They got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. I'll take second down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Now it's Stroud. Throw right side, hauled in by Collins. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Putting a receiver in motion. To throw. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. And a tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Down a couple of scores. Those 2 timeouts they've got left are going to be crucial. Here's first down. Putting the tight end in motion. First down throw by Stroud. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. It's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Less than 40 seconds to work with. Here comes second and 10.
All right. Hey, uno. 118. What's up?
Man in motion here. Stroud to throw again on second. Has some daylight through the 40. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. We got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. Their work doubly as difficult now after that holding call. It's second and 20.
Here we go. 118. What's up?
Here's Stroud again. Looking underneath here to Mixon. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Houston calls it second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Wait.
Throwing now. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. This is brought in at the 15. But it's not entirely over just yet with this score.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle of the field open or close? Do I got a single high or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Stroud now bringing his guys up for this 2-point attempt.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're throwing it. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. Pretty easy to recognize the intensity on that 2-point try. Could have made it a 1-score game, but instead, still a 10-point deficit, Brock. They're going to need a couple more scores.
They sure will. Means more than likely a couple possessions, too, Kate. We're to the point, if you look up at that scoreboard, there's not going to be many possessions left in this one.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.
Go.
Chargers beginning to celebrate their win here as they take a knee. So the Chargers come away with the win in this one. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Huard and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL.